So everyone, hi. We are here with Erik Wise, who is the designer of Urban Native, which we just saw coming down the runway at Tampa Bay Fashion Week. And I got to tell you, what did I say? What did I say? The first skirt that came down the runway, I said, that is me. So I was very partial to this collection. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Love the message. Love the colorways. Tell us, how did you get started?
I've been doing this for a long time, but professionally for a public audience, it's kind of took its course over the past 6 years or so. I have a boutique at West Shore Plaza Mall now.
Okay.
And we have a full design studio and alterations department in the studio, so it's taken off pretty well.
That's amazing. So did you start primarily special order and now you
Right.
actually have collection in store, or?
We actually started off doing private parties and things like that. Then COVID hit.
Uh-huh.
And sunk us all.
Yes.
And I had a lady who had a deposit for 3 bridesmaids that wasn't going to happen now. She said, "Can you make masks? We can't get masks." I thought, sure, I can get masks. Make them, sure. And went back and forth and got an approved pattern from the CDC, and we started making masks and hired 19 people, opened all these little kiosks in the malls and what have you. And one of the malls, West Shore, I'm in, the leasing manager, when we finished up there, when Amazon caught up, she said, "Why don't you do what you do, but on a bigger scale?"
Yeah.
And it has, now we're going on our 4th year anniversary in the mall, and it's just taken off.
That is incredible. And I honestly didn't know. I was the general manager at Neiman Marcus for years, and I just left in October and decided I was, out of that. But I need to come see, because I think what you do is just really stunning.
Thank you.
Very wearable.
That's my goal. I design, I call them for grown and sexy, because I'm 61 years old yesterday. And
Oh my gosh, happy birthday!
so this is how we party. So I design for adults that still feel like they have vibrancy and energy, and it needs to be wearable. And some things we don't want to show, and some things we think are our good points.
Can I just say, he is preaching to the choir, people.
So that's what I
applaud
do.
You.
So we want to hide things, and we don't want to hide others. So I like to be able to do that. And Florida is a very transient, visitor-based hospitality state. So I want things that people can travel with and be comfortable. But then if we need to go super elegant, we can do that too.
And are you still traveling the world to get inspiration?
I do. I travel a lot to different countries to acquire my fabrics, to get inspiration. I have a home in Nigeria.
Oh, okay.
So that's where that's where the urban and the native came from.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to take the native prints into an urban context and give it some modernity, and that's what this was.
Oh, I think you captured it 100%. And we all commented on the humanity on the backdrop. That's wonderful.
That was
so
very
creative.
important to me. And usually the fabric starts the collection. If I see the fabric, I fall in love with it. And I never design in brown. I don't wear brown, but I got on brown. Because, again, to think, we're so divided in this nation, and I'm not trying to be political at all, but just as humans, we don't talk to our neighbors. We don't know who lives across the streets, not the generation some of us grew up in. But we all look different. We all have a different hue. But together, we're beautiful. Apart, we never get everything quite accomplished. So
Yeah,
I feel
you're
like
so
if
right.
we can take the beauty each of us brings to the table, whether it be fashion or in the arts or skill sets or whatever the case may be, bring it together and become a beautiful part of humanity. I think fashion can do that.
I completely agree, and I think it's so interesting. Fashion really touches every aspect of our lives, and people don't always think that. They think high fashion, they think, the glitz, the glamour, but we all look at what we have on and we notice it, and we're interested in it, and it speaks to who we are.
We used to say clothes make the man, and truly it does, because it changes who we are.
Right.
If I put something on that makes me feel good, if it's too tight and I'm pulling on it, I don't feel good.
Right.
And so it changes who I am. So if I'm dressed the way I'm comfortable, and it doesn't have to make everybody else feel good, just me.
Right, yeah. And changes the way you walk.
It does.
The confidence, the posture, everything.
Absolutely. The fit,
Yeah.
the styling, and sometimes you just need somebody to give you a little encouragement. And I say at the boutique, we sell experiences more than we do garment, because if you come in there and you're not feeling it, I want to help you even if you don't buy anything, I want you to feel it before you leave my house.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Now, because we are a football and fashion podcast, do you like football?
You don't want to ask me this. I have lived 31 years. I'm here 8 years, 31 years in Chicago. So I have a duality of loyalties. So I'm a Bears and I'm also Bucks.
That's
so,
okay. That's okay.
We have to kind of give credit to both of my backgrounds.
I completely understand that. I'm a Bucks and a Raider. I think I have a thing for Pirates. I don't know.
That
but
must be it. Yeah.
Well, we were super impressed, and I'm going to come see you in your
Please do.
boutique. I would love to. And it was great to meet you. Thank you,
You as
and
well.
best of luck.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.